What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 51 of the XtraSlice, brought to you by the Chief Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton Black. Joining me, as always, we have the Mayor of Stardew Valley and Eorzea, Chris Montalbano.
God damn it, Rocket League got me again.
We got the most generous Squid in the Sea and the Mayor of Horny Jail, Jalen Roberts.
I'm not stuck in that jail. You're stuck in there with me.
And we got the Akatsuki Durag, Madrid Devon.
Being terrorized is terrible.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Immortal Fenix Rising, Apex Legends, because apparently we're just an Apex podcast at this point, Destiny, and Code Vein's character creation. You said, what's happening with your robe?
Respawn, run me my robe.
Man, Respawn needs to... This is the first time I've been active.
I love y'all. Like, come on. Like,
this is the first time I've been active during one of these events, and like, what the fuck? It's $70 for 10 of those packs. And they expect you to get at least 23 of those packs to get that heirloom weapon. Like, I'm like, $140 plus dollars?
For what?
For like so Apex is having a fight night event where they have like a location on the map that's just a boxing ring. Like, you can't take guns in there. Mm-hmm. It makes you put up your guns and everything when you get in, and you just fucking fight it out. And but there are a bunch of exclusive skins for this event, and a lot of them are really good. Like Bloodhounds is really good, Revenant's really good. I like the Loba outfit. I could take or leave the hair. But they just
like, in my opinion, this is continuing the trend of Loba not getting good skins.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it.
They always whiff with the Loba skin. Like, it's just something.
Yeah, it's always something with a Loba skin.
Always something.
Like, even I got one of the legendary Loba skins just out of one of these packs. And even the legendary Loba skin is like, this isn't really what I'm looking for out of this.
Mm-hmm.
But
they peaked real early with the design. I think that's what it.
Why are you spending $140 on this game?
I'm not. Like, no matter, like, if it were a character that I wanted that had an heirloom weapon, I would. I had enough credits to get the Lifeline skin I wanted just because I didn't have a good Lifeline skin yet, so I was like, all right, gotta go ahead and scoop me a good Lifeline skin. But outside of that, I'm not, like, I'm
here for the Watson skin and the Mirage skin.
Is there no other way to unlock this thing except for spending money on it?
I haven't gotten one of the packs, and I've completed all of my dailies for the event every single day since it's been out. Like, I only have one more of the dailies.
You spend money on this. This is a money event.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I mean,
you're lucky with the RNG.
It goes back to this game being like free to play ultimately. Like, if this was Overwatch, they couldn't get away with that.
Yeah.
But since this game is free, they're like, EA's like, come on, we got to get our fucking money off of this. We don't care how popular it is.
And I mean, in retrospect, people spent like $200 plus to try and get the first heirloom weapon in the game, and that was just at a chance. Like, people were spending $200 plus in a day to get the chance to get the Mirage heirloom. At least this is like, okay, if you buy this many packs, you are guaranteed this Gibraltar heirloom, which is pretty cool, but I don't play enough Gibraltar to care.
And this isn't the first time they've done this.
Right. It's my first time being part of it, but apparently it's not surprising for...
That's what they did with the Caustic heirloom when it came out.
Is it just me, or is it weird that you guys aren't outraged by how much money you had to spend to get this heirloom?
I don't give a fuck about that heirloom.
Yeah, legitimately the heirloom doesn't give you any benefit. Like,
But if you did care about the heirloom...
there are other ways to get it. Like...
Okay. Yeah. It's not the only way to get an heirloom.
But it's the only guaranteed. Yeah, it's the only guaranteed way to get an heirloom, and so.
Okay. Anton, how many hours have I put in this game since you were the hour checker, man?
Let me. I'll check the hours.
I've played X amount of hours, and I still haven't even gotten an heirloom shard. So it's really just a.
So
it is. So the only way is to spend money.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a RNG thing. So if you get a regular Apex pack that gives you heirloom shards, apparently you're guaranteed to get enough to buy one of the heirloom weapons, and that's just out of any pack, no matter what. And so every single pack that you get, like, you can earn them for free. You can, from leveling up different stuff, like, you can get Apex packs for free. This event is just, and apparently they did this with Caustic, but I wasn't playing at the time. They introduced the heirloom weapon, and they're like, all right, in this early period, if you buy X number of these special Apex, for in this case it's 23 Apex packs. If you buy these 23 special Apex packs that cost more than regular Apex packs, you can guarantee you're going to get... So, like, Gibraltar mains are probably... I know there are people out here that have already dropped the money, no problem. No questions asked.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've been a whaling games before, and, like, I kind of, like... Apex, I don't feel the need, like... Maybe if they gave Loba a crazy good one, or like Rampart, or like one of the characters that's my main, like I kind of want the Octane one, but
really, if I streamed more, I would be like, yeah, I gotta have it.
Even in that,
people are gonna be watching me like, I would want to have,
Yeah.
you're running and you're just playing with your fucking weapon because that's what they do.
yeah. So like it's really just a thing of when you don't have a weapon, it just gives you something to hold that looks cool.
Oh.
It's not like
And
not
it
life
replaces
or
your
death.
melee animation
Yeah.
And
if you're unarmed.
So it's it's not something that's going to be life or death for any of us to have an heirloom weapon or not. But and I mean, compared to the numbers when the game first dropped for people to get the one heirloom that was in the game, that was Wraith. Like, it's less than that, and you're guaranteed, like, there's a progress bar that's filling up, like, as I get these event items, that's like, okay, you're getting this close. I'm never going to finish that, but...
So there are multiple ways to get it.
Yes. And some of those ways are completely free.
Okay. You just got to be, like, playing more than Madrid does.
just not likely.
Yeah, it's extremely unlikely, because the thing is, like,
Yeah,
Madrid
I mean,
had 400 plus
honestly,
hours.
That is kind of indicative on like the money that you spent in the game, honestly. Because if you put more money into it, you're opening more packs,
Right. And they don't do duplicates.
Because I think after a certain point, you kind of get to the point where you're like guaranteed to get it.
Yeah, because they don't do any duplicate items. So once you get like all of the cosmetics in game, you're basically, your pool is just going to be crafting materials or heirloom shards. And you just need 150 heirloom shards to... Every time you get an heirloom shard pack, apparently you're guaranteed 150, which is what you need to craft one of the heirloom weapons.
Oh, that's cool.
So it really is indicative of how much you've put into like the game, because there's a limited pool of cosmetics overall, and it doesn't include like event only cosmetics, it doesn't include like old battle pass cosmetics, it doesn't include shop things, like there are variants of skins that you have to put whatever the red credits are called. I can't even think of what they're called, but the red
champion credits.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called. But
yeah, but the thing with those is you have to have bought the required skin with Apex coins to then use those.
Not necessarily. You could just earn those skins. So like there are variants for skins.
Well, let me rephrase. You need to have the prerequisite skin to get that to use that offer. It's a
Right.
better way of saying what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
So, yeah. I mean, this event's cool because one of the modifiers for it across all modes is they're dropping, I think it's at least four loot drops instead of one. And every time the ring closes, you're guaranteed for a care package to come in.
Nice.
and they give you fully kitted weapons. So you start off the game, they're blue fully kitted weapons at like 3 or 4 spots around the map, and each one of those spots has like 4 containers. So it's a really good way to get the fight going quickly. And it's really enjoyable because instead of like trying to find the gun you want, picking up all the attachments for it, like you just get like, I'll pick up the alternator and it'll have blue barrel stabilizer, blue extended light mag, blue optics, and blue stock. And then the next time the circle closes in, you get purple drops. And then the next time the circle closes in, you get yellow drops. And then the next time it closes in after that, it's red drops. And so it's really, like, there are a bunch of different aspects they're testing out in this. Like, I could see them doing the care packages, having kitted weapons more consistently going forward. And I just like it because, for the most part, like, I'll pick up an alternator and a Spitfire in the first drop, and then by the time I make it to the second drop, it's like, okay, well, they have the purple Flatline if I want that. They have the purple G7 Scout if I want that. And then, so you basically get these kitted out weapons that, unlike the previous kitted out weapons, you can give more ammo to. So, like, if you would pick up the Prowler or the Kraber, previously, like, I had a game where I picked up a Prowler, was using it to kill, like, shoot people, and it ran out of ammo. I'm like, but I have heavy ammo in my inventory. Like, what the fuck? And it's like, nope. But these...
Yeah, red guns use their own internal ammo count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing I like about this, what's it called? The escalation protocol or some shit?
Something takeover.
It kind of allows... It kind of, like... Not really force, but, like, it helps enable us to use different weapons.
It does.
Like, more...
Actually, I do want to comment on that.
You'll kind of start to run a different build throughout the match, as opposed to, I'm just going, all right, I got an R99 and a longbow. I'm just going to run this. You kind of get to the point where, like, well, there's this purple triple take. I could kind of pick that up. Or there's a purple Eva, like, oh, fuck it. I'll scoop it up, you know? So that's an interesting, like, aspect to add. And then
so it's like, it shows how close the weapons really are. Like, when I'm playing normally, getting an alternator is like, all right, this is fine with something, you know, low shields, white shields, maybe some blue. But that blue kitted alternator, heck, I'll keep that to the end. That thing is deadly.
It is not
Yeah, but
like, it's like, I would have never imagined so much power in this thing in a normal game, because it's just like, the moment you see something else, but having it fully kitted from the jump?
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, and that is one of the things. It's like, normally we'd have to have a Loba to get our guns fully kitted, and most of the time, even when I get the guns I want, I'll go the entire match without finding a barrel suppressor or like an extended light mag for what I need. But with this, it's like, okay, we're giving you the gun, we're giving you a little bit of ammo, we're giving you it with all the attachments. Now it's just like a thing of skill. And so I've been dropping like crazy numbers with the Spitfire in the early game because it's just a gun, like, I have everything I need for it, and I'm not searching, or I'm not picking up the gun and being like, oh, well, this would be really great if I had this attachment or that attachment. It's like, so outside of all the cosmetics and the money and the everything going on with this current event, I'm enjoying it. Like, it's good, clean, fun violence in Apex. I still don't have a fucking win on crypto, but that's because I keep solo queuing into trios matches. I got to top 4 squads earlier. I was mad as shit.
Oh yeah.
Also, the thing I do like about Fight Night is I feel like there's been games where it's like I've gotten into more of just straight up gunfights in about a minute and a half of gameplay than I would entire games.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the care package drops because it's more guns that drop in every one than a single team could use up. So it's not like you're running up to it and like everything's completely gone because one team was there and decided to loot up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like it's giving.
We've been doing hella damage too.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the damage production is up and like kills are up just across the board.
Right. Like my longevity in games isn't as long as it was earlier in the season, but because earlier in the season I felt like I was getting more wins more consistently, but I feel like these games are more fun. Like we're not
Were you getting more wins because you weren't seeing as many teams?
Yeah, we would have to go out and look for violence, and it's just kind of like, all right, like
It's
just
either
somewhere
you
in this
drop
general.
hot or you're not running into anybody.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the problems I had with, or like got bored with Apex because it's like, all right, we're playing this one round and we jump into like this dangerous area and we'll die instantly because
We don't die instantly anymore around here.
Right. Or like, well, when you get lucky and you jump on the right gun and then your team, you survive that first round, but then you don't see anything for the next like 30 minutes because you're searching for something, but you might be the second to last team, but you haven't seen a team since that first time you dropped.
You don't have any match where we exclusively talk about anime, we're going to place like top 2.
Yeah, if with the more random the conversation we have, the better we perform. But also, Fight Night has turned my skirmishing ability from like, oh, I'm kind of bad, I run into stuff, to just like, no, I know how to fight now. Like, this will teach you how to fight.
Fisty cuffs.
Actually, that's kind of
Rip the Mastiff though next season because they're nerfing the shit out of it. I understand why.
Yeah, man,
but I still
you get somebody in the dome with a Mastiff, it's fucking good night. Especially in the early drop, it's just nasty.
Heck, if you start strafing correctly, you can literally just reload. You can literally be in someone's face reloading a Mastiff while they're missed and just end them because the spread is. The thing about the Mastiff that people don't realize is that its spread is horizontal, not vertical. So strafing left to right against a Mastiff doesn't help you as much
as jumping.
Yeah. Which is not true for borderline every other gun in the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Chris. So did you download it? Because we could definitely get some games going after this.
Yeah, I got it down. Like, I don't know what the fuck. It was taking forever.
Okay,
and then Irish goodbye hella hard.
Right. You were just like, I'm out. And I was out soon after. I was playing Immortal Fenix Rising, like after we kind of... Because I only have...
Immortal Fenix Rising.
Yeah, I only have like one more daily left. I need like 6 more top 10 wins, which... If my game's earlier any indication, like that'll be my next 6 games will be top 10 finishes. I was purposely going for hot drops and was still just coming out on top because of the power of these kitted out weapons. So, yeah.
It's not having that weapon disparity as often really does make it a skill thing a lot more.
Yeah.
So then you could just see your skill just go up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So... Immortal Fenix Rising. I think I've reached a point in that game where I see the appeal. I legitimately care very little about the dialogue, but the good thing about it is I'm starting to reach that point in the game where it's like Breath of the Wild, where it's like I go off, I see something over there, I go, I do it, and I'm done in less than 5 minutes. So like... I was doing one of the main quests last night, and even the entire main quest that I was doing didn't even take a full hour, I'd say, but in that time, every 5 minutes is like, okay, well, there's a rift down there. I'm going to go down, fight the things guarding the rift, jump in the rift, and, like, that was one thing. I'm in the rift, solve the puzzle, which apparently rifts are this game's equivalent to shrines from Breath of the Wild. So go in there, do what I gotta do, get out, get some Zeus lightning bolts, you know. I'm just having fun.
You see the vision now, right? I told you it's a straight game. The game's straight.
Yeah, it was interesting just having, like, for me, I don't need to think about it.
Do you think it's better than Incredibly Straight?
I'll let you know by the end of my play session tonight, which may or may not get streamed. But I definitely want to play some Apex with Chris before, like, finish off my Fight Night dailies, just so, because I got, what was it, 1,000 points last night. I'm close to 1,000 points for today, so. And I think the next thing I'm going to unlock, and I'm finally understanding how to unlock these, like, what are they? The things that go on your banner that have the character. Not the badges, not the stat trackers.
The trackers?
Yeah. So I'm starting to figure out how to get the trackers. Like, apparently it's for certain events. So, like, I have trackers for Horizon. I have trackers for Mirage. I'm starting to get... Oh, Jalen, you're going to want these because they have Watson and Pathfinder for this event.
Oh, no, I already got one of the Watson ones already from that game where I was just out there murdering.
Yeah.
I got one of them for that game.
Oh, wait, what are you supposed to do to get them?
Just gain points in the event thing.
Points in the event? Oh.
Yeah, and I mean...
Just commit harder acts of violence and you'll get them.
I just looked up one day and I had them with Lifeline. I was just like...
Yeah, like, I know I finished the holiday event, and the holiday event had Mirage and Horizon. So I know I have those, and I have the first one for Watson, and I have I'm about to get the first one for Pathfinder, but by the time I'm done with this, I'll have the 3 for both of them, even though neither of those are characters I particularly play.
Yeah, I'm happy that the two characters that I'm playing a lot are getting stuff in this event. I am invested.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing a lot of Watson lately.
Yeah, I'm going to scoop up that Revenant skin next. Like, anytime Revenant's wearing his hoodie, it's OV.
Right, he goes from the do-rag murder machine to the hoodie murder machine?
The hooded justice.
All right, Madrid, your camera's freezing up. I'm not sure if there's anything you could do about that. But yeah, with Immortals,
I'm gotta be able to.
Huh?
I can perfectly see all the fuck shit he's doing.
But
just acting up.
Immortals, I played a good bit last night. I did like the Aphrodite quest where I had to go fight some people that were defending this clam, get the pearl from the clam into the ocean, and then get the sea foam from the clam back to Aphrodite to try and help her get out of the tree. Myth. Yeah, I mean, this game was called Gods and Monsters because it's just Greek myths in an open world game. Yeah. Like, they gave it the generic name because apparently Monster Energy Drink sued Ubisoft.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. Like, brands will be like, yeah, you used a word that's similar to what word we use. We're going to sue you for copyright infringement. Like, that happens a lot. That happened with Bethesda did that to an indie game. It was a card game. I don't remember what it ended up being called in the end.
Yeah,
but it was originally called Scrolls.
It was a Mojang game, wasn't it? It was like a notch joint. Scrolls. The name of the game was Scrolls.
The name of the game was Scrolls, and
Bethesda sued them.
Bethesda was just like, no, people are going to confuse this for Elder Scrolls. It's like there's no Elder in this scroll, but But when you don't have the money to fight the litigation, that's what happens.
Right. And I mean, I doubt Ubisoft, like, Gods and Monsters was kind of a generic name as it was. So just having it go to Immortal Fenix Rising was a much better... Like, it made sense, like, to not take that legal fight and just name it something else. I feel like they could have come up with a better name than the head-ass name that they came up with, but, at the end of the day, it's a enjoyable game. I was looking at the season pass. I'm like, if I beat this game, I might get the season pass.
You can get that Finn and Jake.
that doesn't come with the season pass, and I'm definitely not about to go. No, I'm definitely not about to go spend like $8 to get fucking Adventure Time skins in Immortal Fenix Rising. But Madrid, do you want to do Code Vein or Destiny first? Cause
Code Vein.
All right. So what shenanigans have y'all been getting into with Code Vein? Because I've yet to even open it.
I just wanted to take a moment.
I have played
the character builder in Code Vein because it's.
I've only played an hour. I have like multiple hours into Code Vein, and I've played in less than an hour of the actual game. I believe. I know I've spent more time in that character creator than that actual game.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it that solid?
Yes, yeah. It's everything we were hoping Cyberpunk was going to be.
Yeah, you could build your waifu, or husbando, or avatar.
Different eye colors, different irises colors, different hair colors, different hairstyle, non-gender locked hairstyles. Like that's why you can't make Shishomaru in Cyberpunk.
Right.
Accessories,
sliders,
a list of accessories,
sliders, different skin tones, like different facial structures, like height options.
Right. So
amazing.
What the thing is, we knew Code Vein had a good character creator. It was on a good sale over the holidays, so a lot of us were able to.
The deluxe edition was less than the actual game.
Yeah.
You love to see it. I mean, that's how I got Jedi
like
Fallen Order
game for like $20.
Well, it was like 25, but I mean, yeah, they gave us the $70 edition for like $25. So it was a really good holiday pickup, and especially after we were all disappointed in what Cyberpunk had promised us versus what we got.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know people are out there. There's probably already a mod that makes the Cyberpunk character creator, but out the box, the Cyberpunk character creator.
And also, you can change your character.
Yeah.
Right. That's the other thing.
Any moment.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck you feel like it. It's like, oh, I'm going back in the character creator and I'm going to re-customize my character.
Right, the fight's over. Let me disengage my Sharingan. Like, come on. This shit's cool as hell. I'm thinking about doing a character creator stream where I just stream myself creating characters.
I mean, Johnny Starr has his Jump Force character creator videos where he like put Black Star in Jump Force. He put I forgot the MC Shinra from Fire Force. He put him in Jump Force. Like, so I mean, there's a market out there for that.
A lot of my waifus into Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
No YouTube videos, just me out there. Like, okay,
just doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't you put 2B into Soul Calibur before 2B
before
was
2B was in Soul Calibur?
They gave us the clues that she was going to be in it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The tools were already in the character
tools
creator.
were intrinsically built. Like, yo, 2B's coming to this shit, but you know.
Speaking of which, listen out for the Radic by Nature Weight of the World Near Automata flip, because this man has been cooking. Me and him, we started off, I was like, all right, I know I have a general idea what I want to do with this. Here goes some assets. And then he's like, he got inspired and started, and it's just, he played a snippet of it for us last night in the party, and I'm just excited to hear the.
We bullied him into getting the Game of the Yorha edition last night. It was like me, Jalen, and Darren were like, "Yeah, go ahead and get it
right now."
Like,
if you're listening to this podcast and you don't have it, get it right now. Stop what you're doing.
Look at that Game of the Yorha edition, or the Become as Gods edition, or whichever one's on PC.
That's Game of the Yorha. So PC and PS4 are the Game of the Yorha edition. Xbox is the Become as Gods edition.
And also, go spend like 8 hours watching Nier Automata /Nier /Drakengard /Replicant lore videos, because, ooh man, I'm on the other side of it, and Yoko Taro's like,
yeah.
You
understand why I'm going to fucking cry when Replicant comes out,
bro.
Like,
I get it.
The whole thing between Emil and Cayde, I'm going to fucking cry.
Like, I need a Replicant remake. I need remakes of the Drakengard series. Like,
I want like Square. Just give Yoko Taro the budget to remake his old stuff. Well, 1 and 3 specifically, because he didn't do 2. He didn't do Drakengard 2.
And Drakengard 2 ultimately doesn't matter. They just didn't know what to name that one. Because it's not.
No, it's one of the other. That was done by one of the other team members, just not Yoko Taro. Like,
yeah, but it takes place in like
an alternate. He was a writer that was in the Dragonfoot.
About some parallel ending from like ending D or some shit that was not like.
Yeah, instead of using so it's like it uses the ending from D. Drakengard 2 follows the ending of ending D, which is basically they figure out how to save the world. That's the one ending where they actually figure out how to save the world.
I don't know.
Every other ending, everything
gets some more shit. Honestly, like I'm really excited for Replicant right now. I'm like super hyped for it, and like based on that trailer and like the music and the way it looks, and like what my newfound understanding of the story, inject it right now. Especially the music.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for this Replicant. We're still not even 100% sure what it is. Because it's not just a remaster, but it's definitely not a full remake.
About Nier is that in the West, in America, the one I played, we got Old Man Nier.
We got
got the Old Man protag because I don't know. I don't understand that, but
because they thought it wouldn't sell. That was like in the era of BioShock Infinite and stuff, where everybody had to be a grizzled old white dude.
Though. Yeah, but they're still wrong because, this is still post 7, 10. Like, we're prime anime Twinkland. Like, I don't know.
No. We weren't. This
I mean,
was...
As far as our weeb shit goes, like, come on.
The weeb shit of that era was all, like...
Well, I specifically mean JRPGs. I'm keeping it within that.
Even that, all we had in that era was lightning from Final Fantasy.
No, we have more than that.
I mean, if you'll give me examples of like anime tweens from that era, like that was the era, and part of the thing was they weren't trying to just market to the JRPG audience in North America, because the JRPG audience in North America wasn't that big at the time. In their opinion, that's why Square was really... There are a lot of Square releases from that era that we just didn't fucking get.
Yeah, because they keep making the right decisions.
But now that they have an audience and they have the people who...
No. Now they believe their audience, because every single time a company has tried to pivot to appeal to not their core audience, they have failed. See the Dark Ages of Capcom.
Right, yeah.
Which, funny enough, is the very era we're talking about. It was just the very era we're talking about.
Yeah, Japanese, like, a lot of these Japanese companies just were trying to be Western and with it, and it just wasn't what their fans wanted. That's how we fucking got Resident Evil 6. That's the era we're fucking talking about.
I don't want to talk about that.
Just to make it hit home for Chris. Chris is like, I'm lost as fuck, but yeah. This is the era of... 13. This is the era that got us Resident Evil 6 from Japanese companies.
I remember that time of gaming wasn't at all that good.
I mean,
Call of Duty wasn't that great.
No, it was.
No, Call of Duty was probably
that's when Dragon Age Origins came out. That's like.
Well,
New Vegas came out.
But those are all Western games. Give me an example of a Japanese game that was
Birth by Sleep. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Yeah,
that's
but
when Birth by Sleep came out.
That wasn't marketed as the next big blockbuster game from Square Enix. That was like, oh, here goes a fucking handheld title for you little weebs playing on your PSPs. We didn't get Birth by Sleep as a console game until
Star Ocean: The Last Hope International came out that year.
And that was just a roaring success.
What the fuck is that game? I don't even know what the hell.
I know what the hell that game is, and I just know it was a commercial flop.
Like them changing.
No. No, not at all. That's
I feel
why
like that was a waste of time and
That's
resources.
literally why, because everyone who didn't watch the Japanese version were like, wait, we get this old fucking man when they have this pretty boy with better clothes?
Yeah, they were trying to clinch.
You know, if they would have tapped into the horny market earlier, probably would have been better off.
I don't know if we were.
I mean, a lot of it is just a bunch of corporate executives think they understand people and their wants, but they don't.
The only thing they understand
Even the
is
customers
and
don't
nepotism.
understand what they want.
I feel like if we didn't have that era of Square and Capcom kind of squandering the potential they had, we wouldn't be having this golden age of Square and Capcom giving us like
them trying to get their shit together.
Well, it's not even not it's not them trying to get there. We're having a golden
Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, I don't think
Capcom wise, I'm still thinking about fighting games.
Oh,
yeah, but you got to think about Monster Hunter World.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 7.
Like Square Enix, like come on, Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, granted, it came out, but come on.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Dragon Age, not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest 11.
15, Final Fantasy 15.
15 was good, Madrid.
It came out, but come on, it could have been better. It could have been better.
I don't know, the Royal Edition. 14 was
14 slaps.
So
14 slaps.
OG 14 was in this same era.
Bangers, but they also had some
OG 14 that literally had to be blown up was in that era. And now it's great.
Yep. 2021. I did 3 sketches last night in my sketchbook, so I started drawing, and I just gotta wait till I get some money together to buy this 14 subscription. But Chris, I know this game's not meant for us to play together, but we gonna figure out a way to fucking play together. You're just gonna watch me do the main quest.
The dungeon queue, and you're good.
Yep.
I think I'm level 30 something in that game. That's the crazy part.
It still doesn't have his fucking mount.
Right, so Chris is just gonna follow me around and be like, "Yeah, you go here." Yeah,
get your goddamn chocobo.
I was like, how have you not done the chocobo quest yet?
Because
I honestly think he hasn't talked to the right person.
Yeah, I really think that's where we're at. The last time I stopped playing it was because I got motion sickness, but at this point, I'm just going to play it on PlayStation, and if I need to get a little Bluetooth keyboard to hook up to my PS5, to have a fucking mouse and keyboard set up, I'll goddamn do it. I have a wireless mouse.
How will that not give you motion sickness compared to your PC not giving you motion sickness?
I'm not sure what caused it, because Kingdom Hearts 3 also gave me severe motion sickness.
Oh.
It might be FOV on your screen. It might be the FOV.
But I've been cranking up my FOV in shooters lately, and I haven't had any of those issues.
That's the thing about it. It's not about. That's the thing about it. When it comes to your FOV, it's not about having. It's not about the FOV being able to change. If the FOV is wrong, you're gonna get motion sickness.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if you've been cranking it up. If it's wrong, you're gonna get sick.
It just might be. I think with 14, it was a matter of me like just moving the camera so much, like my brain couldn't get bearings on because it'd just be like, all right, flip the camera, let's go. All right, flip the camera, let's go. And
yeah, I guess with the controller you can definitely control a character with 2 joysticks. So
yeah, it's more direct control, and so because I never had that issue in the 14 that I played on console. It was just a matter of that specific instance of all right, I have game time, I'm playing, I'm actually making progress, I'm doing shit I need to do. Oh fuck, I feel sick, I need to fucking go lay down for the rest of the night. So I'm just gonna play it on PS5. I'm gonna I'll play it backwards compatible. It's installed on my PS5 now as we speak, so I'll play the backwards compatible version until there's a PS5 native version. And I mean,
we're friends on this game, right?
Maybe.
I mean, I know I got Jalen because I've actually played this game with Jalen.
I think we tried. I know I'm on the same realm as you, but a different server within the realm. I think you came and saw me once.
We're all on Primal. I don't think. Yeah, we're all on Primal.
Yeah.
We're just
not come and see him once.
Yeah.
But yeah, 14 will be happening before the end of January, Chris.
We played a dungeon one time. It was your first time doing a dungeon, and you were not a good tank. But you're probably getting better.
Hey man,
hey, he didn't die.
Well, yeah, I didn't die.
Yeah, you were the healer, Jalen.
I know what I said.
Look,
I know what I said.
At least I wasn't I was not a super effective tank. I just was not a dead tank, and that's all that matters.
It was fine. It was funny.
All right, so speaking of MMOs, Madrid, Destiny, what's been happening?
I know it's my destiny. I played it.
What'd you do? Did you beat the Beyond Light campaign? Did you get Stasis? Did you...
Nope. I just played it. That's my update. Destiny's there.
What'd you do? Did you do inventory management? Did you what?
Oh my god, that shit is god awful. There's no like bulk delete anything. Like trying to delete shaders is fucking a mess. Like I don't know. It's cool, but
you can leave those shaders there. I'm aware they're taking up space, and you're probably not going to use them. But honestly, if you deleted your weapons and armor to just get the yeah, I mean, and you don't necessarily even need to delete it. I deleted everything because I was like, all right, I just need to start. I've gotten enough new exotics from the new expansion that it's any of my old exotics, if I need them, they're in my collection and I have enough materials to go get them. But outside of that, yeah, I totally get the inventory management. When I started Beyond Light, I sat there for a couple hours and just deleted fucking everything. Because some of my exotics that I used as far as armor, they updated the armor system, so I needed to delete them anyway and reacquire them. And then as far as the weapons, sure, some of these weapons can be infused up and stuff like that, but I'm not... So far, there hasn't been an exotic that I had before that I've needed in Beyond Light.
Yeah, so it's there. I think I might play a little more of it, but I really probably won't get into it for real until next season. That way I can just get in from the ground floor and just...
I mean, you should probably just do the Beyond Light stuff because that's not tied to seasons. And the season of the hunt stuff...
I'm slowly chipping away at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
I'm not dropping it for this season completely, but I'm not going to be serious about it. I'll put it like that.
You'll probably need to get the season pass for next season to get the most out of it, because that is one thing I've noticed. Because I got the deluxe edition, I got all the season passes for the next year, and the season pass armor stuff that it gives you, as you level that up, just helps you keep on a good level of progression as far as armor goes. So I remember we were talking about it last week of me going back and trying to do it with my Warlock. But what I realized, I was like, oh, it might be hard. But actually, all I have to do is bring over all my main set of weapons that have the highest power to my Warlock. And then download or get the Warlock armor pieces out of the season pass. And that'll get my power up enough to at least... be capable of doing the Beyond Light quests with other people. So
I didn't understand.
Yeah, I would like to say though, PvP is currently fucked and players aren't happy, but eventually Bungie will see PvP players as people, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Trials is Trials. Iron Banner. I feel like I haven't seen Iron Banner come back around because I like Iron Banner.
Came back. It literally just came back. No, you don't like Iron Banner.
No, I like Iron Banner equipment. I like the way Iron Banner armor and weapons look.
Okay, yes, I like the Iron Banner aesthetic. Iron Banner itself, no. It only gets worse.
What's wrong with Iron Banner?
It's that mix of the fact that PvP in itself is just ass. Like, let's just be 100 here. It's not fun.
Okay.
Because, Bungie refused to do split balancing. Like, remember how we were talking about in Apex, how the alternator went from a crap gun to something real nice because it's kitted?
Yeah.
And how that changes how we think about the weapons? Destiny has that problem in Spade, has that as a problem. Like, there's heavy weapons that'll freeze you in place. Most guns have a round of less than a second TTK. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
They're not balancing any of the shit
in
the game for PvP.
Yeah, like PvP is actually shit. And then with Iron Banner, you can make it objectively worse.
Right, by introducing power levels to it. Alright. Well, Chris, what have you been on this week?
So after talking last week about battle passes, I went and got the Rocket League battle pass again. And I think I'm actually going to complete it this time.
Okay.
Because playing Rocket League and watching anime is something I can finally do. And
simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Just run match after match of Rocket League and just binge an entire season of My Hero. Was probably one of the greatest days I've had in a very long time. And a good way to start out 2021.
New Game Plus.
Yeah.
Man. 2020 special edition.
Shit.
I don't know.
This
my
is
year's
the director's cut. This is
swimmingly.
officially the director's cut.
My year's going.
This is all that
so
content
far.
that got cut for screen time.
I mean, last January in 2020, we did almost have World War III, and now this one we're about to have Civil War.
And Australia caught on fire.
And Australia caught on fire.
That was a year ago.
That was a year ago.
Right, Madrid. I think it's called Farewell 2020 on Netflix. It really puts the year 2020.
I didn't want to
into it.
watch it.
It's funny. I'll give it it's funny as fuck.
So when I first saw that on Netflix, I saw like a dumpster fire, or I saw like a fireplace with 2020 burning, and I thought it was one of those fun U-log things that you can play on your TV while you have a fireplace burning.
No, I sent you the only Yule log you need. It's the Hades Yule log.
I know, but I just thought it would be fun just to have a dumpster fire on your TV instead of like a fireplace.
Well, they had Samuel L. Jackson, Rahul Kohli, Leslie Johnson, like a bunch of just like really funny people talking shit about 2020. And yeah, like when I tell you that thing, like probably one of the funniest parts of that movie was the person that was like the analog to Kellyanne Conway.
Mm-hmm.
It was priceless shit. Like I'd say that's worth it. Like it doesn't hit home too hard. Like it doesn't make you depressed about what happened in 2020. It's just it recognizes that it was shit and makes it funny.
That's cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Jalen, you been on anything in particular this week of note other than Apex?
No, kind of just been grind. My resolution is finishing games, so I'm putting more hours in the dot hack. I'm playing more of the dot hack game I'm playing. It's a great time. Like, it's one of those. It got me thinking about Sword Art Online, and the reason why it's because the MMO part of Sword Art doesn't actually function, and the MMO part of dot hack functions. So it's just better, and it's hilarious because it's like, oh, secrets and revelations. I should check my email. And that will never not be fucking funny.
Is this like a game? Is this like one of the PlayStation 2
I'm
dot hack
playing
games?
a PS2 port. I'm playing the PS4 port of the PS2 game Dot Hack GU Volume 1.
Okay.
Right. This gives you Volume 4, right? Is this?
Yeah, this gives you Volume 1. The last Recode collection, which is what I got on Steam, gives you Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is the new one. 4 came with the collection. It's shorter, but it came with the collection.
Nice. Okay, I didn't know if there was like a new dot hack out there for some reason. Or
well, yeah, Volume 4. Volume 4 is a new game.
Oh, they're still making dot hack?
I mean, people are buying it. Like I have it on my wish list on PlayStation. Jalen bought it.
I
Like,
wish it was
your
like,
favorite Isekai's favorite Isekai. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Is the
actually.
grand-
Game-based isekai
I would
is
adopt
Log
that
Horizon,
MMO
funny
if it
enough.
could.
But I would love if Dot Hack was an MMO. But what I really hope is I'm playing this, I'm enjoying it, and I'm just like, okay, Bandai, release the Sign series, the first one, the one that ended up being have a prequel be Dot Hack Sai. I think it's called ICGM or something, whatever. That one, the first series of games that needs to be ported, at least ported.
Yo, that's a level of headassery I'm about to start diving into on YouTube.
Oh, it's so good. It's so much fun.
hey,
Guys, I finally remember I said I didn't watch YouTube videos. I'm watching YouTube videos now.
and you're learning. You see the appeal now, right?
I feel like an egghead. But yeah, like I needed something else to go along with the podcast I listen to. I'm like, I need more podcasts, so now.
What's that one? I actually enjoyed an episode of the one they've been promoting on our Discord. I'm not sure if we know this person or not, but they've been putting it. I think it's called Around Japan or In From Japan or something like that.
The In From Japan?
Yeah. They actually have some pretty cool content, so I'll definitely give them a shout out as far as.
Shout out to them. Yeah, check out their pod. This is pretty dope. I listened to a couple episodes.
Yeah, they had Zyger from like the Kind of Funny fan base on. Also, we're in 2021. Colin's Last Stand made some fucking power moves, and Kind of Funny made some fucking power moves. Like, we need to on a podcast.
I don't know. Everything I've seen with him, I'm just like.
That's the thing. He's like doing entire shows that don't involve him at all anymore. So like,
I don't care.
I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Like
Kind of Funny is cool. I fuck with them. I'm starting to listen to their games cast, and like I got PS I Love You. I got that locked in. And I'm gonna check out Bless's shit. But at this point, I'm more so listening to like Kind of Funny for like Bless and Imran.
Yes, Imran is probably one of the best additions that they made. Shout out to Imran Khan. Like, as a brown dude in games media, like, it's inspiring to see. Like, as a Nier fan, like, the type of
Georgia boy.
Yeah, Imran is a brown dude from Georgia who's into Nier Automata, and that's all that fucking matters. And he's fucking knowledgeable as fuck. Like, I know I feel like one of my selling points is me as a podcaster is like I try and be extremely knowledgeable. I try and watch all the YouTube videos, read all the books, like do all the things that I need to do to like when I'm talking about a particular subject like that I'm interested in, be knowledgeable about that subject. But Imran just takes that shit to a whole nother level. And shouts out to him. Blessing's also really cool. It is really good to see them just get like a black guy on Kind of Funny, because for a long time it was just a bunch of white dudes. But they hired Blessing, and he's fucking taken the industry by storm. He's helped people like Paris Lily, Zombie Kills. Like, he's helped a lot of these voices that are big in like our circles become big in the general gaming circle. So that's really good to see. Like, Kind of Funny has made an effort. Like, a lot of the criticisms of it just being four white guys for a long time, like, I understand those criticisms, but if you look at Kind of Funny in 2021, that is not what Kind of Funny is. Kind of Funny in 2021 is not just four white dudes talking into an echo chamber. They have Andy, who's Hispanic. They have Blessing, who's black. They have Imran, who's just
like the
general brown.
Is to be cool and funny.
Yeah. And cool. They even like the people that they've brought in, like when they brought in Barrett Courtney, like Barrett Courtney's just like another white dude, but he's our age. He's out there talking about pop punk. Like he got dude, when I tell you, if you were to watch some of Barrett Courtney's streams, Chris, you personally would enjoy them, because he's somebody in the gaming space. Like, he appreciates a lot of the music that's in the new Tony Hawk games. He streams games to completion the same way when you were doing, like, your horror games. Mm-hmm. He played every single Zelda game, every single Assassin's Creed game. Like, he's playing through these series that he really likes. And him and Blessing are more so our age versus everybody else in or not even everybody else. I feel like there's more people in our age range in Kind of Funny now than before when it was a bunch of 30-something-year-olds, you know? Mm-hmm. So they've just been making a lot of power moves that I've seen the growth. Like, Kind of Funny's been around for 6 years now, and I was watching Colin and Greg back on Podcast Beyond. I saw Tim back when it was Let Tim host on the Daily Fix on IGN. Like, I saw the projects that these guys were working on when they were with IGN. I saw them leave, and, like, I followed them for a long time, and just the kind of growth that they've had in the last 3 years has just been really great to see. They're doing what they can with what they have, and I feel like if anybody's doing it right, they're doing it right in the games media space. So one day we'll just overthrow them and do it even better, but you know.
One day.
Yeah, we're gonna
come at me, Greg Miller. Hold on. Come at me, Greg Miller.
I'm just saying this right now, Kind of Funny boys. You best to stay on the West Coast, because you got problems there coming for you.
The South has something to say.
Yo, Georgia's blue.
Yeah.
Yo, shouts out to John Ossoff and especially Reverend Raphael Warnock.
Radical. Right, yeah. Now we can just use that as a fucking...
He's from Savannah. We went to the same high school. Like, his fucking mom picked cotton, dog, and he's the first black senator of Georgia. That's tight. That's pretty tight.
It's Morehouse alumni. Like, it's one of those, that's list of Georgia. Just a list of Georgia up and down.
Black Georgia. Like,
his sister Stacey.
Yeah. Stacey Abrams took it personally, and we can't thank her enough for everything that she's done to, like, because
we can. It's called every 2 years we stay on our job and vote properly.
Yes, continue. That's what we need to do. That's how we thank Stacey properly, is continue to
everything
vote.
We did for the special election and the presidential every 2 years. Every 2 years.
Yep.
Every 2 years.
Brian Kemp, you're next. Be very afraid.
You're about to get the fuck out. You feel me? So shouts out to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. They keep calling Georgia a swing state. No, we blue around here now.
We blue, baby. We bleed blue. Fuck fascists.
Does anybody know what happened to Blackman?
He lost.
Oh.
Unfortunately. But, you know, you can't win them all. We won the ones that were important.
We won most of them.
Yeah, we won most of them, but
we took one on the chin there, you know.
Yeah, 2 for 1 is pretty good for Atlanta.
They're still fighting back, but you know, we're working. We're working. That's the thing about it. We didn't solve every problem today, but we solved some.
The next set of steps, holding people accountable.
Yep.
People being held accountable. The next step for you is to claim that shit. Own up to it.
Exactly. And also
hold yourself.
Call you if you got an elected official who's acting up, who's saying some stuff you don't like, call them. Call their office. Send a letter. You know? Send a couple of emails. Do the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we're temporarily free from the scourge of the Purdue family in Georgia.
For a little bit. For a little while.
Yeah, for a little bit.
For a little while.
But, you know, keep them as far away from us as humanly possible for as long as possible. All right, does anybody have one more thing before...
The Persona soundtracks.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Atlas dropped Atlas dropped, like, their entire catalog of soundtracks on streaming services. They're easier to find on Spotify.
I don't see no P5R, so I wouldn't say entire.
Yeah, true.
Wait, it's missing P5R?
it's probably like, oh no, this game just came out.
No, fuck that.
Also, well, I will say Atlas kind of handled this in the worst way possible. Like, it's honestly like,
yeah, it's a headache. I hope they smooth it over and like make that shit easier for us to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like you have to look for the Atlas sound team on Apple Music, and then like the names of all the like Persona 3, Persona 4 Golden, all Persona 4 Ultimax, all of those soundtracks. The titles are in Japanese. Persona Q, oh my god, Persona Q 2's on there, which that's a soundtrack that I feel like doesn't get enough love. Like the few select songs that I've listened to off of there are
okay. Hot take, but we can get a definitive answer next week after I'm more versed. But Persona 3 might have the best music out of the main series.
You really think so?
baby.
Yeah, I was listening to Burn My Dread right before.
That shit's so fucking smooth. It's just a different type of like energy.
Look, I'm saying this right now. We're not going on Scooby-Doo mysteries. We're fighting death and we're fighting grief. And the only way to do that is put some high-octane rock music on. That's just what you got to do.
That's true.
Right. There's like rapping on it. There's like that shit. It's funky.
It's a musical crossover. It's amazing.
Funky. Like that shit's funky as fuck.
I feel like
people are probably more like J-Rock.
Yeah, it's definitely like there's some strong it depends on preference.
Of course, it's J-Rock.
I feel like Persona 3, 4, and 5 soundtracks just purely depend on preference. They're all extremely strong, but depending on the music that the style of music that resonates with you the most is which one you will prefer. So, like
a lot of people were in my mentions because I took that takeover to Twitter. A lot of people were in my mentions talking about, I'm partial to 4. Or like,
4 has a solid.
4 slaps.
4 slaps. People hate on 4, but like
after I finish 3, like again, I'm gonna go give 4 a try, and then I'm gonna go listen to 2.
I mean, you're at the point that you probably have a laptop that can run 4 Golden off Steam, and it goes on sale pretty regularly. So, I mean, there's nothing to lose.
Hey, Atlas, put 3 on Steam.
Yeah,
please, for the love of God, just do that.
No, Atlas, go ahead and give us that 3 remake.
Actually, put 1, 2, and 3 on Steam. Just let me play Innocent Sin on Steam.
Put
please.
3 and 4 Golden on PlayStation 4/5. Please. Let me play Persona 4 Golden on my PS5.
Actually, yeah,
I don't care either way. Let me just get a better way to play 3. I mean, I have a PS3 right here. I could play 3, but
yeah, and you have a copy of 3.
I do. Oh, and my PS3 plays PS2 games.
I mean,
it doesn't matter to me. It's just easy. It's ease of access.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be just way easier if it were part of my downloadable library just to have.
Yeah.
It would be way easier if it was a part of his downloadable library just to have.
Right, yeah. Because I have Persona 3 and 4 digitally, but they only will play on a PS3 that supports PS2 classics because they haven't brought all of those over to the PS4, PS2 classics selection, but
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will either, but I want to play Persona 3 and 4 on my PS5. That's all I want. I wanted to play them on my PS4 up until I got a PS5, but now I just want to play them on my PS5. All right, anybody else got one more thing before we wrap?
Fortnite, well, not Fortnite, Epic bought a mall, like in their city, to turn it into like an office
in North Carolina.
Yeah,
North Carolina
for its new headquarters.
I mean, malls are becoming obsolete.
They're renovating an old mall, turning it into a campus or a studio.
When I first read that little Epic bought a mall, I thought it was about to be really dope. It's
like it's just nothing Fortnite shit, you could just go in there IRL and buy shit.
Let's fucking go.
Angelina tried to, like, I was doing, or we heard the Weeknd song that got a Fortnite dance while we were in the store today. And I was like, I'm not about to be out here Fortnite dancing. I already get enough shit for playing the game as much as I do. I'm not about to get shit for... I already can't dance. I'm not about to be Fortnite dancing out here in public.
Flossing or whatever the fuck they do.
I mean, yeah, they do floss, but in the newer dances, like, I keep harping on this, but the newer dances, they're paying the people who came up with the dance, and they're using the official licensed music, and they're paying the artists that make that music. So, like, I have a Weeknd dance, I have a Megan Thee Stallion dance, I have...
That's actually good. That's tight.
Yeah, I have Drake dances, Travis Scott dances, so... Hey man, the Tootsie Slide emote, I like doing it. Alright, well remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. On Twitter you can find me at Anton63X Chris.
Chef and Chris.
Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
You can find me at 3P Set Pod. Check us out. New episode out. Yay.
Damn, Coochie Man.
Damn, Coochie Man.
Alright, this has been a No It's Good production. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. The video version is edited by Lawn and Twisted Mind. Until next time, keep it cheesy.
Cheesy. Cheesy. Cheesy.